Welcome back. Last weekend, I took a much-needed vacation to Branson, Missouri. I know what you're thinking. Chris doesn't look like he's 80. Well, I'm not. And just for your information, I didn't ride the bus either. I drove myself there. There were so many things to do. I watched Shrunken Heads at the Ripley's Museum, went deep inside the caverns at Silver Dollar City, I took my picture with Samuel L. Jackson, and I even replaced Kate Winslet with Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. It was a great trip that made me feel like the king of the world. For me, highlighting all the events in Topeka and always talking about the virtues of our great state for months on end, I needed a little break. But I can't leave for one weekend without this happening.
Officials in the state of Kansas have been looking at the process of how to take Barack Obama off the ballot there.
Duty to do a good faith effort in every case and to hear whatever facts are relevant in every case.
The debate raged on outside the memorial building.
Are you kidding me? Look, forgiving the fact that we have Obama's short and long-form birth certificates, statements from Hawaii officials, microfilm of 2 different Honolulu newspaper birth announcements, and refutations of conspiracy theories by factcheck.org, it's a safe bet that White House officials probably check that kind of thing at the door. And it's 2012. At this point, it's like all the people who in 2008 said Obama would take all our guns, and now he's just claiming he's just waiting for his second term? That way he has nothing to lose? Yeah, nothing except the support of the House, Senate, billions in NRA lobbyist dollars, and Moses, I guess. But that unfounded fear has been enough to really drive up gun sales this fall, just like it did 4 years ago. Now, here's the thing. The Midwest, and our state in particular, is most often mentioned as a punchline. Like it or not, the national discourse sees Kansas as backwards, bigoted, behind the times, or politicians, and now birther. That's a pretty big stain on our resume. It's right there below where we became the first state in U.S. history to defund our Arts Commission. Actually, most of these pages are about a church. Anyway. Now, Secretary of State Chris Kobach is nothing if not consistent, known for the writing of some of the nation's toughest anti-immigration laws. It seems only fitting that he consider checking the president's papers. But my bottom line is this. Whether or not the birther issue is dropped by our elections board, it's yet another log on a pretty big fire, one almost big enough to see from space. Can we at least stop the inflow of crazies from other areas? Like the Idaho man who tried to run for a seat in our state legislature by getting a fraudulent local address. Or the Californian who testified in our birther debacle.
California resident Orly Tates interrupted, demanding to speak before the objections board.
I'm here with evidence showing that there is forgery in
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but our Kansas statutes...
Number. The man is using a stolen social security number from the state of Connecticut.
He needs to be criminally prosecuted and he needs to be sent to prison just like anybody else.
Wait a minute. She's been at this since 2008.
I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab. He is not. No,
ma'am. He's a decent family man, citizen that I just happen to have disagreements with.
Let me tell you, it says he converts with terriers.
With terriers? No, ma'am. No, he does not do that.
No?
The difference between this election and the last one is at least McCain had enough integrity to stand up to such bogus rhetoric about his opponent. Who's doing that today?